Welcome to the Lockdown Economy, a social, non-profit initiative by think tank AlterContacts to help small businesses and self-employed professionals overcome the challenges of the pandemic and reactivate the economy. Good morning, everyone. Good day, wherever you are. My name is Maisa Sarkis, and I'm interviewing today a business based in Dubai. My guest, her name is Faten Badreddine, and she is the co-founder of Generation Yogis. Hello, Faten. How are you?
Hello, Marissa. How are you? I'm fine. Thank you for inviting me for this interview. I'm honored, and it's a pleasure to meet you and to be part of your interview today. I'm part of this initiative.
It's a pleasure
So,
to
my
have.
name is Faten Badreddine. Thank you. I am the co-founder of Generation Yogis. We are based in Dubai, UAE. We are just started. We're a baby business. We were founded in 2019, end of 2019, just before the pandemic, few months before the pandemic. And we share a vision. Our vision is to bring yoga and mindfulness to our little ones, to the teenagers, to bring it in schools, to make it inclusive and accessible. We believe that yoga should be for everyone and for all ages, genders, capabilities, social and economical backgrounds. We're working on that. And so, yes.
And tell me, how many clients did you have when you started with the business and being inclusive for the children, for yoga to be present in their life?
So when we started, I had the whole world as my clients. Everybody who wanted to share yoga, we were there for them. We did a lot of free sessions. We did a lot of we entered schools. We took classes, whole classes, all for free, just to give a taste of what would yoga and mindfulness, the benefits of yoga and mindfulness, and what would it bring for teenagers and for children. Um, Now, when we started entering school, the pandemic happened, and this is where we started having our challenges because our resources were stopped, schools were closed. It was not easy to do our children and yoga classes.
Yeah,
So
bringing
we
this up.
moved.
Yeah, bringing this up, you're gonna tell us, if you can tell us more, how did the lockdown and the pandemic affect your business back in 2020?
Um, it did like everybody else, because it was not possible to have in-person sessions. So we had to move online, and we did at the beginning. We moved online. It was really challenging to have a group of children where they have never maybe had this new kind of learning. And then in yoga, it's very challenging for us because we need to focus on the children. We need to give them guidance. We need to make them feel that we are there for them. It's really hard to create this kind of connection and this kind of trust and relationship. It was easier to have private classes or to have family yoga where you have the parents and the kids there, or siblings. It was easier for us, but to have a group of kids, it was really challenging.
Mhm.
But it was also, I see the good part of it. It was an advantage because it could reach more people all around the world, and this is what is happening now. It's picking up. Uh, at first, a lot of people are moving totally online. A lot of people I know are moving totally online, are doing online courses, especially even schools are doing that. For me personally, I do prefer in person, no matter what, because if you have a child in your class that needs extra attention, you cannot cater to the needs of that specific child because you have more than one. And then, as well, if in our trauma informed yoga, if a child is suffering from something, you cannot name it in front of the others. So that's why it's sometimes it's really difficult to try to do what you really feel is the right thing with your client.
Yeah, speaking
But
about
now
that.
it's picking up totally,
Yeah.
and we're hoping by next week it will be open
Mhm.
for us in schools, and we can bring this curriculum that we have created, yoga and mindfulness, as part of the school or as a school as an after school activity.
Well,
So we're working on that.
so you have there is a bright side at the end. So where we'll go, where the business will be later as a face to face. So you'll be able to give yoga in person instead of virtual as you were accommodating it in the lockdown. Uh,
Yes.
Tell me about how your customers and which are the children doing and the competition.
Well, I do have also, I teach prenatal yoga. So when this whole thing happened and our project was put on hold because we couldn't get into schools, I was lucky enough to teach in one of the studios, which is my teacher studio. So I still had the in contact in person clients, which were beginners who wanted to either start in their journey to reduce stress and anxiety, to work on themselves. I teach prenatal yoga. So those clients were still there, and I was lucky enough to still have that chance to share my knowledge and my passion with them. Um, for the competition, I never saw it as a competition. For me, the more kids and other and teenage teachers are there, the more and faster the our vision is gonna spread all over the world, because we believe from our own experience, from our journey, that yoga has not only a physical benefit, also physical, mental, emotional, and social benefits. And bringing this new tool and resource to children and teenagers all over the world is a vision all of us kids teachers share it. And I never saw it as a competition at all. I would like to see it as a teamwork, and it's something shared by all of us, I believe. But all of us were suffering, of course, because in studios, first the studios were shut off totally, and then there were little. I don't believe there are a lot of in Dubai, especially now, the studios who are hosting like kids and teenage
Mhm.
classes,
All right.
and even on after school activities. It's not happening because the thing about yoga, especially in kids classes, you use a lot of toys, books, yoga cards, breathable. I have a lot of here. I wish I can show it to you. A lot of stuff we share and they touch. And for sanitization purpose, hygiene purpose, it's not allowed.
Mhm.
And mats and a lot of these things, and partner work and social interaction, connection. So that's why it's still very hard to start these classes. But we're hoping. I still have I still have some family yoga where mom and dad comes with their kids. I still do that, but as a group class, no, we didn't start this yet. But we're hoping that it's coming soon,
Mhm.
hopefully.
Yeah, we're gonna talk now about the future projects and how the business is doing at the time being. I love the fact that how you try to accommodate and introduce programs that are inclusive to the family as a whole, as a family activity and as a group activity that involve the same people at the member. So tell us, how is your business doing at the moment? And you've mentioned that the lockdown might be at ease, and you might go back to schools in the coming period. So give us insights, if you can, about that, and any future projects for Generation Yogis. So
Yes,
that.
definitely. We've been in contact with some of the schools, and this is what we've been acknowledged that we're hoping by. So we're working towards the next year,
Mhm.
hopefully, to start, because everybody is positive about it. All schools are positive about it, and the good thing that they are welcoming the idea, because now more than any ever time ever, it's the time to bring yoga and mindfulness to schools, because you can see the anxiety rising up, especially among high schoolers, and having those like mindful activities, especially in schools, like part of the curriculum, where they can use these tools to help them express themselves, express their emotions, release the stress and anxiety they have. All schools are now trying to accept the idea, and we're hoping a lot. We have a lot of positive thinking about it, that by next year it will be Generation Yogis will be present in schools. Um, I also it was an advantage for me lockdown, where I worked with a lot of freelancers from Lebanon, designers, illustrators, copywriters. We're working on some projects, printing and publishing projects. I didn't talk about it yet because it's a surprise. Hopefully, we're working on something really exciting to make yoga even more accessible for everyone. Something that uh, every parent would like to have at home in order to help their kids with their self-awareness, self-expression, their emotional awareness. Um, so yeah, we have a hope for the future, of course, and I see Generation Yogis is on its way to where we hoped at the beginning it would be. Uh,
And for now, for the Generation Yogis to take another leap and make the vision that you had in place when you started, can you tell us, please, three things you need help with?
uh, First of all, awareness. I think awareness is the number thing that would to create this awareness that this is something um, everybody needs. We have a vision to make things better for the future of our kids, and we're hoping that we can get the support of the KHDA here in Dubai, and hopefully schools will open up for us more. So yes, and hopefully the pandemic will end. But we don't know. We're living in the unknown. So we all we can do is have some positivity and hope for a better future for us and for everybody.
I agree with you. It's a hope that I share with you as well, for us to move forward and overcome the reality the pandemic have put upon us. So today, thank you so much. I was delighted to know how more about what you do, and how yoga is becoming, and I agree, it's becoming popular, especially to implement mindfulness in an integrated way with social and emotional learning. And today we were able to tap into that. So thank you, Faten, again for being our guest in the Lockdown Economy series. And everyone, please feel free to contact Faten. I will add her details using the link in the description below of the video. I invite you to like this video, subscribe to our channel. We have many more insights from many different countries and business sectors. I invite you to have a look. Stay tuned.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure.